Welcome to DS Walk's Double Dribble Podcast. I'm your host, DS Walk. And first of all, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share the show. That's very important. And also give a big shout out to Jamie because he is a special guest today.
Aren't I kind of
Actually,
like doing
Jamie's
a
gonna be a special
residency for
guest
a
for a
while?
while.
I was gonna say I
So
thought I
get
was doing a
used to it.
residency for a while.
So get used to him, damn it.
Whether you like me or not, I say things
Yeah,
that make people mad, but
yeah.
it's how I
So
feel.
today's show is rapid fire. Me and
Oh boy.
Jamie. We want both gonna ask some questions. I'm gonna ask him. He respond first. I respond second. And
Okay.
this is something I haven't done in a while, but we're gonna get right to it. Don't even matter how long I did it. So, with that said, let me get everything set up for it. All right, let's go. Question number one. It's football season.
Hmm.
Training camp starts pretty soon.
Hmm.
Actually, while I'm in that, let's see. Let's see when do training camp start. I forgot about that.
Uh,
Let's see. Training camp starts today.
what?
I'm sorry. I got everybody
Official
excited
training
for no
camp?
reason. It starts July the 22nd and July 28th.
I was gonna say I know they stagger it, so July 28th is technically like the true start of minicamp. Okay.
Now, who is starting?
Because the 22nd should be like rookies and like punters and
Yeah,
kickers and
rookies and new people come in. And actually, the first preseason game, the Hall of Fame game, is the Arizona Cardinals versus the Carolina Panthers. As Jamie would say, who cares?
who cares? Like who's gonna watch that game? Nobody's gonna watch that game.
That's why I got the booze out for
Like
that one.
who is going to watch that? Arizona in the shape that they're in, and nobody's going to watch that game at all.
Yes. In fact, on July 22nd, the Arizona Cardinals start their training camp. The Falcons, Ravens start on the 24th. The Bills, Panthers, Bears. No, the Bills and the Panthers on the 21st. That's tomorrow. Wow. Rookie. These are rookies reporting.
Yeah.
And you got the Bears, the Bengals start their rookie report on the 25th. The Browns, the Browns on the 23rd. Cowboys 28th. Broncos 22nd. The Lions 25th. Packers 27th. Houston 21st. Colts 27th. I'm not everybody either starting on the 21st and the last team will start on the 28th. So a few teams. So my question is for Jamie is what are you expecting from this upcoming NFL season?
Um, what am I expecting? I'm expecting overall that we're just going to get Travis Kelce shoved down our throats. That he's newly married, and if he has a terrible season, oh well, he's on his honeymoon, he can't focus. And if he has a great season, it's gonna be, oh well, look at what Taylor Swift has done for his game, and blah blah blah. It's just gonna be Travis Kelce nonstop. That's
Wait
what
a
you can
minute.
expect.
On behalf of myself and Jacob, we're both married men. Congratulations to Travis Kelsey. Congratulations to you. Um, I'm expecting the bounce back of Patrick Mahomes. He's been out. He's been out with an ACL injury. He'll be back sometime this season. I expect Patrick Mahomes not to beat Patrick Mahomes, but I do expect him to be a little bit better. Um, I don't think his ACL injury is going to hold him back. I don't think he's going to have his mobility, but I think he'll be just fine. I don't see the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl, but I do believe the Chiefs will be in the postseason.
They'll be in the postseason, but yeah, the after the refs got called out before the Super Bowl against the Eagles, like Patrick Mahomes has peaked. You've seen the best of what you're going to get from him because he's not going to get those calls necessarily anymore.
Yeah.
So,
question number two: what do you think about Allen being the top quarterback in the NFL? Josh Allen, by the way, I'm talking. Not Allen, the backup. Josh Allen, Buffalo Bills.
I mean, are we talking like actual statistically being the best, or just overall presumption of being the best?
Well, ESPN, you know how they love their rankings.
Yeah, they're half artificial stats that they make up. Yeah.
Yeah, and they have Josh Allen ranked as the top quarterback in the NFL.
I don't have a problem with it. He hasn't done anything not to deserve that. I mean, he's a bulldozer first off. So you put him in any 2 to 3 yard situation, he's going to run it and he's going to get it. It's like Ben Roethlisberger back in the day. Dude's got a cannon for an arm. He's super accurate. For a guy his size, he's just being able to bulldoze people. He's also somewhat elusive. He knows how to break down a defense. Like, I don't have a problem with them saying he's the top ranked. What I have a problem with is when you get after number one. Statistically, Jared Goff is the second best quarterback, if not overall the best quarterback in the league. But he won't ever get that love because he's the quarterback of the Lions. But if you look up his stats, he's 1 or 2 in every major quarterback category, but nobody gives him any credit for it. Passing yards, touchdowns, attempts, percentage, like everything. He's 1 or 2.
He is. Jared Goff is a very good quarterback. So, my opinion, I have no problem with it. But before we anoint the guy, the top quarterback in the NFL, can you please win something first?
Well, and that's going to be the whole knock. Are you going to be Dan Marino? Now, I say that Dan Marino, in my opinion, is still the greatest quarterback of all time. But
he was just on a bum ass team.
He was on a very bum team for a long time. But if you look at Dan Marino, he never had anybody to throw the ball to. Like, people say, oh, Tom Brady didn't have anybody to throw the ball to, and then he got Randy Moss. Like, Dan Marino legit never had anybody to throw the ball to. Yeah. But
with Dan
Josh
Marino,
Allen's got to win.
Yeah, he did. See, with Dan Marino, it goes back to, hey, he led the Dolphins to the Super Bowl, and all these years he was playing, we wait him to get back to the Super Bowl, get back there, because he's the top quarterback. He can make anybody look good. When it came down to it, as great as Dan Marino was, he doesn't have enough talent on offense, defense to get him back there. So you are projecting me on. Is Josh Allen is the Dan Marino of this year's NFL, or will he finally break the spell of the Kansas City Chiefs and get to the Super Bowl? We'll find out. But this gives you the top 8 according to ESPN. Josh Allen, number 1, we talked about. Patrick Mahomes, number 2. Matthew Stafford, 3. Joe Burrows, 4. Lamar Jackson, 5. Dak Prescott, 6. Justin Herbert, 7. And Drake May, 8.
How are we still talking about Dak Prescott?
You know why. He's a cowboy. And you know the guy.
I know why, but it's like the dude, he puts up great stats for half a season, then he'll get hurt, and then they'll blame that's why the Cowboys fell apart, so we're going to run it back with the same team, because if Dak can just stay healthy, Dak can't stay healthy. That's just part of your problem.
Minus Patrick Mahomes, because Patrick Mahomes has proven himself in the postseason. And minus Drake May, because he got to the Super Bowl, he's still a young quarterback. But when I look at this list, and Matthew Stafford, because he won the Super Bowl.
When you look at this
list, Lamar Jackson, Dak Prescott, Justin Herbert, and Josh Allen to a certain degree, they're all the same quarterback because they have regular season success. They're very good regular season quarterbacks. When they come down to the postseason, that's a different story. Now, I have nothing against Dak Prescott. I think Dak Prescott's tremendous. I do believe that he is vastly overpaid.
I have nothing against Dak Prescott except that he's a cowboy. But is he overpaid? 100%.
Vastly overpaid for a quarterback who has a lot of regular season success but have no postseason success.
Well, it's my Jalen Duren thing. You could be the best regular season quarterback of all time. If you can't do it in the playoffs, what does it matter?
Hey, we were told by C. Foster that we cannot talk about
Jalen Duren. But if Jalen Duren is already your favorite player, I have to be a little concerned for you as a basketball fan.
Well, we will get to that part of the news notes. All right. Next item on the list will be, here we go. The Detroit Lions are in the midst of might be having their first holdout under this regime. Jameer gives them for a hefty payday. He's going to get paid. Will the Detroit Lions pay Jameer Gibbs his money?
So first we have to change it to the proper terminology. he would be a hold in. If he holds out, he doesn't get the money.
Right.
And if he was to hold out all of spring training, I think his current contract's like 1.1, 1.2 million. He would lose like $800,000 just by holding out. But if he holds in by showing up and just not practicing, not near a hit.
There you go.
I do think he'll at least attempt it. I also think that Brad Holmes will cave. To start with, though, I will say I'm a big proponent of if you signed a contract, you live up to your contract. This whole I want to throw a hissy fit because I got 2 years left on my contract and I want to re-up now, I don't care. You signed a contract. That's the whole point of having a contract. If you want to get into a year, like if you want to get a year, okay, I can give you some leeway on that. But the whole you signed a contract, you're 2 years out right now. How do you know that you don't blow your knee out next season and you never play again? And at the position you play, that's why they don't want to pay you. Because that's a very real possibility. Also, people keep saying that Jahmyr Gibbs is super durable, this and that. My wife is the biggest Jahmyr Gibbs fan, so she's going to come up here and cuss me out as soon as we're off here. I guarantee it. But he's also played with a guy that took all the heavy hits in Montgomery.
Say that again?
Montgomery took all the heavy hits. And if you go back to last season, all of but 3 games, Gibbs was average. He had 3 games that boosted his numbers up where he ran for over 200 yards against pretty bad teams. And I'm not a Gibbs hater. I love Gibbs. I think what Gibbs can do, he's like Marshall Faulk to me. But I start having an issue when you're 2 years out and you're already trying to hold out to get a new contract. Like, no. You want to turn into a wide receiver or a slot receiver? By all means, go do it. But as a running back, you're not going to get paid.
Don't give Dan Campbell any ideas of lining him up in the slot because I guarantee you that's going to happen.
I'm sure in the last 2 to 3 seasons they've practiced it because the dude's got hands. He can catch. The fact that they haven't lined up more as a receiver kind of surprises me. You could have had Montgomery in the backfield and had Gibbs out in the slot.
You can't be saying stuff like that because you're making too much sense. What did I tell you about that?
The Lions are the most frustrating team in the NFL for all the talent and all the accolades they've gotten over the couple seasons. So much wasted opportunity.
Yeah, I have no problem of him, Jahmyr Gibbs holding in, asking for a new contract where you're actually 1 season out and you add a franchise tag, so that makes 2 seasons. You're right. I don't have no problem with it because you want security. You want to make sure you're stable, make sure you got everything you need. Here's my problem with it, though, is that I always feel when it comes to NFL players, if you hold out once, guarantee you're going to do it again.
100%.
That's the whole issue.
100%.
My thing is, yes, Brad Holmes is going to pay him because he wants to take care of the guys that he drafted. So, yes, he knows that. I don't want the Lions to overvalue Jahmyr Gibbs. What I mean by that is I do believe he's one of the top 5 best running backs in the NFL. I do believe it's a race between him and Bijan Robinson, which these 2 guys will get paid first. And to me, that should not be an issue because both guys, honestly, if you look at it, they're similar as far as these guys are very explosive. They're not big running backs. And they take one good hit like Reggie Bush did, it's over. So you got to pay them accordingly. Now, Saquon Barkley got $21 million. These guys looking for more, like $22 million, which is not a problem. But I have a problem with is you want more money than Saquon Barkley. He won the Super Bowl. You want more money than Derrick Henry, and Derrick Henry's body of work is better than both these guys. So,
Derrick Henry is a 3-down back.
Right. You can pay him his money. But he's going to be a flat-out workhorse. I mean, he's going to be playing 4 down. Damn, forget the 3. 4th down, you better be in the game. And my only concern, again, about paying Jahmyr Gibbs, I do believe he deserves his money, but he's going to get his money. But can we honestly sit here and say that he plays very well when we had David Montgomery? Because he didn't take all those hits. He stayed fresh. He didn't take the big hits. And he was very productive, which means that when he came in the game, he was fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got Isaac Pachenko. None against Isaac Pachenko, but let's keep it real, my man.
He's not
He's
David
not
Montgomery.
durable. He's not. And when the Lions, I'm here, they're talking, they're going to use Gibbs a lot because he's a special weapon. Good luck with that. If you don't, I understand you want to get your money's worth out of Jahmyr Gibbs. I honestly believe that you should get your money's worth. But do you really want him to take those big hits?
Well, they're hoping for the home run ball every time.
That's not going to happen. It's the same thing with Barry Sanders standing. We love Barry Sanders. He's just probably the greatest young Lions of all time. But every run is not a home run hit. Every run for BJ Robinson is not going to be a home run hit. Every catch they get out the backfield is not going to be a home run. It's not. These two guys, especially Jahmyr Gibbs, they play well when they have a running back or a 1B that can take those hits and that can break one open. They play well when teams really don't have the game plan them for a whole game.
David Montgomery had plenty of his own home run hits.
Yeah,
playing for the Lions.
Yeah, trucking over people.
People don't give him credit. It's always Jahmyr Gibbs. Like David Montgomery had plenty 40, 50-yard runs where he just trucked people.
Yeah, he 100%. And I sit here today, they dropped the ball on David Montgomery.
I was not happy when I totally get why he left. Dude still thinks he can play. And Houston was desperate, and they wanted to pay him. By all means, I got no problem with him leaving to go to Houston. I feel bad because Houston has a terrible line. Lions didn't have a good line last season, but he knows what he could have had. And I'm not happy that he left, but I totally get it.
Yeah, I say this, when Dan Campbell came out and said, hey, he loves David Montgomery, he's one of the guys, and we got a game plan for him. Well, why would you do that? Say that now in the offseason where you should have had a game plan for him during the season, and you should have made your offensive coordinator play him more. And I can see him and tell you if David Montgomery played more, maybe the Lions would make the postseason. But this is rapid fire.
Well, that and last season when you watched the Lions play, there was times where you could tell that Jahmyr Gibbs was struggling. It's like, why not just put Montgomery in? Yeah. There's no reason that you're not putting him in besides the fact that I don't know if there was incentives on the table for Gibbs and they were just trying to make sure he got the ball or what, but there was plenty of games he's struggling. It's like, put Montgomery in.
Yeah, it's just when I look at Gibbs, I just kind of think I don't think he's ready to play all those snaps. Now I could be wrong, but I didn't think last season he definitely didn't look like he was ready to play.
It's one thing to play 12 snaps a game when sometimes you're just taking a sweep out of the back or you're catching, a screen pass or something. But to line up 25 times, 30 times behind the quarterback and have to take a direct snap.
Yeah, it don't work.
We haven't seen it yet.
Nope.
And again, he's a muscular dude. He's not David Montgomery thick, though.
No.
And he does not have the legs like David Montgomery as far as like being able to keep pushing. That was what made Montgomery great. You could have two guys on him and his legs are still moving forward. Gibbs doesn't have that.
He doesn't. Moving on, because that was a good conversation. The NFL wants to play not one game, Jamie, and not two games, Jamie.
I know.
2 games in Japan. Jamie, will you be buying tickets to the NFL game in Japan?
Now, if you follow our other show, I like Japan a lot. So, yes, I would definitely be buying tickets. But to expect players to travel that far, like you'd almost be on like a game every 2 weeks schedule. Like expecting them to travel to Japan, play a game, hop on a flight to come all the way back. Like they're going to be so run down. I mean, you hear them complaining about playing in Germany now. And then you're going to add all that extra distance to go to Japan? Like, I get it. Japan loves football. They do. They have their own variations that are more crazy than the Canadian Football League. But It's not realistic.
The NFL, Roger Goodell, and these NFL owners are pimping the game of football out here to the highest bidder.
Oh yeah,
I mean, this
but
is
I
going
mean,
to be. I,
it,
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but that downfall is coming. When it comes, it's going to come hard.
it's going to be real hard. So I brought it up on the other show that we do. I do know a guy that I used to work with that won a Super Bowl, played with the Pittsburgh Steelers in '08 when they won. After he got done playing in the NFL, he played in NFL Europe, which was an official NFL branded league. And just the way that it was run was pure chaos. And he's talked about it. I've talked to him about it extensively multiple times. Pure chaos. How are you going to manage the NFL in all these different countries with just their different laws to begin with? It's almost undoable. You would have to basically give them full autonomy and just say that they're a subsidiary of the NFL and just let them govern themselves. But again, if you want to go international, the two most obvious choices, if you want to keep it in two separate countries, you'd have to go to Toronto and Mexico City. Why are you trying to go to Japan when you have those two immediate hubs right there? And even then, I would make a case that you'd probably want to play in like Vancouver and Toronto before you'd even want to go to Mexico City. But if you want to keep it in two different countries, Toronto, Mexico City. Why aren't we doing that?
I guess they ain't offering enough money. You know the NFL. You know their slogan. Me love you long time.
They're talking about adding more games, and if you start having them travel that far, you're going to have to give them like at least a 10-day break, which means you'd be playing on Sunday and then playing like the following Thursday night football. Like it just doesn't make sense.
I like football. I don't love football, even though I play. I like watching football, but I love talking football with my friends and co-workers and families. So, hey, let me come up about $2 billion. I'm having them play in the backyard here in Arkansas. I'm just putting it out there. I mean, it's South. It's kind of foreign. Why not? We're gonna speed this up a little bit because we got 3-4 minutes left in the show.
Oh wow.
Jamie,
Okay.
LeBron James. He
Don't
says
care.
decision coming soon.
Don't care.
Thank you. It's in between the Cavs, the Heat, and the 76ers.
I mean, if he really wants to win a championship, it's a no-brainer. You go play in Philadelphia. Like that,
Okay.
it's just a no-brainer. If you wanted to say, "Oh, I'd like to see them do something and still have a chance to win a championship," you go play in Miami. Cleveland should be the last on that list. Out of those preferred teams, Cleveland's the bottom of the barrel. It's Philly and then Miami. That's it.
Now, the reason I brought that up is because he had asked for the schedule to be released, but the commissioner said no, because we'll wait for you to make your decision first. Come on, Adam Silver. Really?
Yeah,
We really got to wait for LeBron to make a decision, get the schedule released? Come on. It's not even that big of a deal. Next question. You suck, Adam Silver.
Yeah, he's the worst.
Yeah. Steve Eisenman, he stepped down and joined Imagine Red Wings. We've been hearing crickets coming out the Red Wings for who are they interviewing for GM?
Well, it's weird because he's still on as like a senior advisor. So it's not like he quit under duress or they fired him. He's still there as a senior advisor. So like he obviously still has input on everything. So what are we doing? It's one thing if it's like Jim Beeline or something where he's up there, he left to go to the pros. It didn't work out. So he came back to Michigan as an advisor. He doesn't want to coach. He doesn't want that stress anymore. Eisman was still actively doing the job. And now he's going to a senior advisor. So now he's going to have input in the coaching search, or not the coaching search, but the GM search. Like, what are we doing? Meanwhile, you still have your best player, which is sad that Larkin's the Red Wings' best player, wanting a trade. So now, right now, that's not even getting worked on right now.
Because there's no one to work on it.
Exactly.
And by the way, even if they do get a new GM, he still wants to leave.
Yeah.
So what that tells you right there, it ain't about Steve Eisenman was Larkin. It's Steve Eisenman and the team.
Well, a lot of people say it goes back, and I remember when it was happening that Eiserman didn't name him captain for 2 years. So he was supposed to be the heir apparent, and then Eiserman waited 2 years to make him captain. If he's really that butthurt about it and it's just coming out now, like, get over it, dude. Like, you've been in the league for like 10 years almost. Like, get over it.
All right, the last two topics. Now I love Michigan football. I love Michigan athletics. That's my love. You love the same way, same feeling.
Mm-hmm.
War Manuel stepped down as Michigan AD
As predicted.
in the calendar year. Shout out to you. Quick thoughts.
I mean, he had to, with the lawsuit going on and everything else. Like, there's so much negative press that it's going to start impacting recruiting across all sports. So if I had to guess, it was probably, we're allowing you to resign.
Yes, I agree with that.
And that's it.
To all you Michigan fans down on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, wherever you guys are, all you guys suck. And I'm going to tell you why. You guys are up here trying to uphold the standard of Michigan, leaders and the best. And I love that slogan. But let's keep it real. You guys complain about not winning Big Ten championships. You guys, this is the only fan base cares about winning Big Ten championships.
And the Rose Bowl.
War Manuel brought you 2 national championships. And you guys want him out because he upheld the Michigan way. Excuse me. Let me fill you in on something. Michigan had to play the game. If they didn't play the game, you guys would be out here complaining about, oh, War Manuel, he sucks AD. Well, y'all saying that anyway. We didn't get no Big Ten championships. He brought in bad coaches. He did this and that. No. Alabama, Florida, LSU.
I was gonna say LSU.
In our own backyard, Ohio State, Oregon. All right. These teams, they played the game, and they're currently playing the game. If you want to win, you got to bend some rules. Now, did War Manuel allow some cheating go on in his department? Yes. I'm not mad about that. What I'm mad about on his tenure is that he let these coaches run wild like they're on some what was that program a long time ago? Girls Gone Wild. That was the Michigan department. They seen girls, they went buck wild. Unless you're Jim Harbaugh, you just want to buy anybody cheeseburgers or burgers. And just
is he picking out new pairs of khakis?
Right.
I mean, the way college football and college sports in general are set up now just benefits Michigan. Michigan's one of the wealthiest schools in the country. So Michigan should technically, from just an overall visual perspective, should be considered to be in competition across every major sport every season because we have the money at that school to buy the best players. Now, they don't necessarily have to come to Michigan, but as you see, a lot of them are. Just won national championship in basketball, recently won it in football. I would expect Michigan should be in the conversation as a top 5 team every year for the long foreseeable future because they've got the money. You've got, Stephen Ross down in Miami. You've got Portnoy. You've got all those guys, all these billionaires. Yeah, you got Brady. All these guys willing to throw money at stuff.
Yeah, and the other billionaire, multi-million billionaire people we ain't even mentioned. And by the way, I'm so sick and tired of you guys talking about we're going to clean up the program. What do you want to clean up? So let me tell you what I did read today, Jamie. Somebody's like, yeah, that's how John Beeline is at AD. This is the same fan base that wanted John Beeline to replace Juwan Howard. This is the same fan base that wanted Beeline to be the new head coach of Michigan when Dusty May left.
I mean, Beeline had a lot of success even before the NIL.
It's not about that. No,
but that's the way they're looking at it. Is they're like, who had a ton of success that did it the Michigan way? Beeline.
There is no more Michigan way. That's what I'm trying to get to these people.
I totally get what you're saying, but to them, they're looking at who had the most success that did it the Michigan way. John Beeline.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, bring them in, and you know Michigan gonna be in every department in sports, last place. But we doing it the right way. Yeah, yeah. And John Beeline gonna be out in a year.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason they're putting all this money into it because they make even more money out of it. The longer they're in the championship in any sport, the more money they're generating. So eh, don't be surprised if Michigan somehow gets John Gruden as their AD.
I tell you what, this is what I do believe.
I'm just saying, if you want to win,
All right, y'all laughing too much. I do believe Michigan gonna get an AD, and I do believe Michigan gonna
of
get an
course they are.
AD down there from the SEC.
Well, yeah, you got to find the dirty ones.
I'm just saying, like everybody's scared to play the
Clemson.
game. I mean, everybody's scared to go out here and just win. Win. There is no right way in college sports anymore. When you start paying these players, I mean the NIL, that's over with. That's done.
Well, the right way to do it is just have the most money and be willing to spend the most money.
Yeah. And look, Michigan got unlimited money where I can't even find it right now. They got a money bin somewhere. All I'm saying to all you Michigan fans, get off your high horse. Those leaders and the best and all that you believe that what Michigan stand for, they do. But understand if Michigan wants to continue winning national championships in football, basketball, hockey, they're going to play the game. And y'all get Warren Manning his credit. That man is going to walk away with $12 million, two national championships, one of the winningest ADs in Michigan history, and more importantly, he know where all the bodies are buried. So
Well,
put
he'll
some
have a new
respect
job
on his
within a
name.
year. So
Oh
there's
yeah,
nothing.
of course. And lastly, and finally, the last topic of the show. Me and Jamie do another show. And we love that show. We love talking about wrestling. What we don't like is that why do I got to see Carl Anthony Towns giving a two professional wrestler choke slam and a pair of sunglasses and some shorts that look like pants
Well, to
and
be fair, those would be pants on most every other average dude in America.
yeah, I'm just I'm just
I'm not a fan of celebrities in pro wrestling. Like doing it every once, like Vince McMahon never had an issue with it because it was rare. It was one-off opportunities, or it was something like getting Steve or Mike Tyson involved in like that DX Steve Austin thing. That it was organic. It felt good. But WWE has to do it every single week, and it's nauseating.
yeah, yeah, it is. It
And
is.
you knew as soon as he grabbed a cat, I'm like, oh god, come on,
Yeah,
seriously.
I know. This is cute. And officially the last one because we forgot about this topic. Congratulations to Spain winning the World Cup. Well deserved. That's some of the best defense I've seen. I mean, they shut it down. I mean, don't get me wrong. Look, Argentina kind of looked like they was trying to get back and trying to win, but Spain just shut it down big quick. And on the flip side, shame on you, Argentina, for fighting the way y'all did. Because now there's an investigation against you
Yeah,
guys by the FIFA World Cup. Even though FIFA's dirty, but I'm just saying, congratulations, Spain. Argentina, y'all got to be better sportsmen.
that was legendary defense, and in a game like soccer where the field is so wide, to play that kind of defense for that many games is
Yeah,
stupid good.
yeah, yeah. And look, Argentina, they were the comeback kids. They had a good run. Messi played great, awesome. But if I got to be fair, I got to be fair. You just can't have that after the game. You can't. You can't because kids are watching. All right. Sportsmanship is everything in sports. And this is coming from a guy who even said, if I lose in the NBA final or a Super Bowl if I played it, I'm not shaking nobody's hand right away. I'm going to the locker room. I'm gonna let this deep press. I'm gonna let it soak in, and then before the winning team load the bus, I'll go over there. I'm gonna give y'all some high fives, show y'all some love. But nah, gotta be better. Kids are watching. We want the kids to be better sportsmanship. If it was my kid, I'd be telling them suplex that motherfucker through the table. That's just me. That's just me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was our version of Rapid Fire on the DSYW podcast. You can catch me and Jamie next week on all of our platforms. We are taking a little mini vacation. So, see you guys later. Ashley, make sure you watch out for recordings. KDKWDB Radio this week. I got 2 shows I recorded. You guys check it out. And next time we do the show, we will have a special guest or two. So stay tuned. This is DSWAL. That's Jamie. We up out of here. Peace and love. Enjoy your Monday.
Later.
Later.